And just like that, everything's okay. Let me pause this. Now that everything is paused, I can now properly start on this work. But I gotta close out Steam first. There we go. Okay, I am up on Steam Labs. That's good to know. Okay, cool. Alright, now I'm ready. Yikes, why is it? Oh, give me a sec. The live stream is paused. The other thing is paused. I believe so. I guess I'll move on. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now let me see. Bada bing. Okay, I'll do a little bit of texture work over here. Just a bit. We shall see how well. This will go as usual. If the stream feels exceptionally slow, then I'll just do this for like half an hour. Half an hour. And then I'll go back to doing what I was doing. Mostly just watching podcasts, listening to podcasts and whatnot. There we go. Okay, let's see what else I can do around here. Hopefully that looks too way out of line. Turn that off. That looks fine. Fine enough. Let's see what I'm supposed to do now. Oh, that what I did was pretty bad. It's pretty dumb. Let me merge. I'm gonna add some airbrushes. Hey, F's in the chat. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Where the lines at? What are you talking about? You talking about the rulers, the guidelines? I'm almost done with this. These 2 pages. So I don't really need them. Let me see if I can just do this real quick. Maybe if I add the blur, or add like add a vignette. That'll make it look a little bit more interesting. There you go. But how's your day going so far, Fs? I decided not to stream in the morning because I was like, I'm gonna double down on a shorts again. So I planned out around 29 shorts in the next 4 days. So that's like 28, 29, something yada yada. I try to go for like 8 shorts a day for the next 4 days to see how that goes. And I was like putting a pause on uploading, well, what would I call it? The clips, because none of the clips I've what do we call it? I posted last week or this week, I suppose, didn't pass 100 views. So I'm like, you know what? I might re-upload them and add an ending title, an ending card. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, might as well. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. If it works better, so it's okay. Yeah, I guess I'll only stop when YouTube tells me to stop. And so far, YouTube doesn't want to. YouTube doesn't want to pretend that I exist, so it's fair game. It's fair game. Okay, so what I plan to do for the rest of the stream is probably add a background, some blankets over Malik's bed, and maybe draw the door over here. No, I feel like that's fine. Because these are the only 2 pages that I really need to work on, honestly. And then I can I'll work on the covers. Think about the variant covers for this chapter. And then Metal Hero will be, well, chapter 3 will be done. And it took way too long. But hey, it's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. You know? I'll just have this as a lore thing. This will be the shadow layer. And this is the shadow of this table over here. Okay, so that's good. Okay, time to work on this one. Oh yeah, I probably need to add the chains on his pants. I keep forgetting to add that. But his covers are like pretty much all over the place. So it's more texture than anything. So like it's all balded up. Probably show the creases in the bed with them tossing and turning. Okay. Okay, that's fair. You know what? I'll do this. Make it 25. Make a white layer over here. How would I do that? That's fine. Let's see if I can do a brush background for this one. Oh, wrong one. Gray that out. Uh-oh. Hope it doesn't crash. Either way, is that Adobe Photoshop? No, this is a Clip Studio Paint. I think I got a brush set from a Humble Bundle like years ago, and I've just been using it in my comics ever since. Because I like having these bizarre brushes as a texture. Clip Studio for the win, yeah. I feel like it's cool. I feel like this is like a cool way to display emotion. Like the backgrounds like this are a cool way to display emotion without actually having to draw in a background. You gotta take those shortcuts when you can. Yeah, Photoshop is overrated anyway. Anything Adobe is overrated. I was a strictly freeware type of guy. Until like I decided to give Clip Studio a try. And I really liked it. Okay, so I'll keep this. And I'll lift it. To make it like a little lighter. To be honest, it happens the same in music. You can go for the industry standard, but sometimes it's even less convenient and is getting absolute obsolete because they sleep on their own monopoly of that market. Yeah. Like even when the people I used to hang around back when I was doing animation, everybody was doing Adobe Flash. Not because it was like an industry standard, but it was because it was the culture. Like if you were going to animate, you would like pirate Flash and you would animate in it. While I just didn't like the user interface of Flash. I didn't like how the brushes looked. There's just a lot of things about Flash that I thought was like whatever to me. But and plus I didn't know how to like didn't know where to pirate it, and it wasn't really interesting to me. So I just used a Open Tunes when everybody else just used Flash. When everybody was playing PUBG, I was the guy that put everybody onto Fortnite. Remember PUBG? Yeah. I wonder if that game's still going. But I think, but ever since I paid for Clip Studio Paint, it does what I want it to do. And if it doesn't do what I want it to do, I know alternatives to get the result that I want. This does the majority of it. Like, and what it doesn't do for me, I can easily find some free alternatives. Like 3D Maya is the Blender, Adobe Photoshop, Clip Studio, Music Pro Tools, Cubase, FL, Reaper. Yeah. It's all, at the end of the day, a lot of things are just there because of marketing. They get to where they are because of marketing. And when you become the top dog, that's when you don't have to try anymore. and people just buy your product because you're a name brand. You're essentially a name brand. The big dogs use you and use it, and if you want to be like the big dogs, right? Human behavior is so interesting, right? And I always hated that. The one thing that I hate to my core is like when I was in college for graphic design and advertising, and like you had to use Photoshop, you had to use like Adobe products, and I was like, nah, dog. Like no, like they wanted the Adobe files and whatnot to turn in. And I'm like, I don't want to. Like, it's not that I don't want to use Adobe. Like, Adobe is just needlessly expensive, and there's free alternatives everywhere. To be honest, many people use it because many studios are routed with Pro Tools stuff already, and they already dumped the money. Yeah, I completely get it. It's just like with Clip Studio with me. Like even though I got Clip Studio for like when it was like on a sale like 5 years ago, I think I got this for like $25. Like I used it like before I used Clip Studio, I used Krita, and ever since I bought Clip Studio, I just been using it like every day ever since because I'm getting my gosh darn money's worth. I'm getting my money's worth with this. And I can say, yeah, I am getting my money's worth with it. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay. Okay, so my priorities on YouTube has kind of changed a little bit. Like I wanted to grow via whatchamacallit, live streaming, but it just seems like live streaming is just not happening. It's just not happening. It would have been a cool dream, but it's just not happening, unfortunately. So that's why I'm maxing out shorts. The only reason why I'm still like live streaming is because I genuinely liked it. Tank. Okay, so I was like, Tank. But the hard thing about like live streaming is honestly it's just live streaming to people who anybody to an audience, an unresponsive audience that can take energy from take some energy out of me. So it is a tightrope. It is a balance. Okay. Let me grab this. Well, think this. You would do the work either way. Anything that comes extra is always welcome. Yeah, true. Very true. I guess like the alternative is just turning the music off and listening to podcasts. Like have the desktop audio off and listen to the podcast, and then people would see my entire streaming would see me stream or whatever. I always like to think that not to start depresso mode. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It reminds me of like I think it was like last month or a month 2 months ago when I was when people were starting to see my streams. I would just get some kids who would just show up and be like, "Oh, there's not a lot of people here," and I was like, "Yeah, I guess." Crazy how that would. Don't know. I don't even know why either, but I'm still working on it. It's just the type of people who want to jump on a trend when everybody else is on. Like I'm not even mad that like at the end of the end, the panel's is working out. By the way, working out. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think this is essentially what I don't know what you call them in English, but rat kid. But we call rat kids to those. Rat kids. Why do you call them rat kids? Okay. Okay. Let me just. Yeah, I'll make another layer. Whatever. It's probably gonna be the last layer anyway. like Fortnite kids that talk trash and will much to their mics that never go outside. Will scatter some sunlight into the room. Oh yeah, rat kids. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like I don't really see what they're doing as like out of malice. It's more they just don't have any time. They don't know what to do with the time on their hands. Much. Okay. Oh, they munch on their mics. Okay, I get you. I get you. Should I do another wash just for this? Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it's just kids don't really have a lot of time on their hands, and plus I don't understand why there's so many kids on YouTube Shorts wanting me to. Oh no, like Actually, let's try this. Just block it. Just block everything out. Since he's closer to the camera. Okay, yeah. This looks a little bit better. But yeah, it's a little bit of a bit of annoying how kids yeah, it's a bit of annoying how kids they are sometimes, but I don't know why there's so many of them on like YouTube live streams and whatnot. I like these shadowed before too, in my opinion. Mm. I'll stick with this. Because he's closer to. Because, like, there's a general rule when it comes to tones. And usually, when things are closer to the camera, they're darker in appearance. And when they're further away from the camera, they're lighter. Generally. So, because Malik is the closest thing to the camera, never mind. I was just an opinion. You're the painter here. Yeah. I was just sharing some knowledge I remember that a friend told me. Well, not in JoJo's. We'll take it up with a Rocky. Okay. Common sense doesn't apply in JoJo's. Okay. I think this is what I wanted to do for this stream. Right here. And after this, I'll finally have 8 pages done. Whoa. Araki forgot common sense. Holy crap. I thought this probably would take longer for no reason. But I think this is good. I think this is a good thing. So what I have, so what I'll basically do, uh, I'll end the stream soon. But what I'll do off stream is work on the four thumbnails, like four thumbnails for the cover, and then show it to the community, show it in the community tab, so everybody can have a poll on it to see which one is cool, the best, X, Y, and Z, and I'll just probably go from there. And I'll make the cover in the next week, or how long it'll take before the consensus yes comes in. Consensus. But anyway, I appreciate you coming out. F's in the chat. Everybody, take care. So no more morning streams consistency. We'll see. I do want to stream every day. I do want to stream every day. It's no problem. It's probably gonna be like either if it's not gonna be in the morning, there's gonna be in like the afternoon. Because I don't think I'll have the energy for an evening stream. Mostly because I'm looking at my Google's telling me the majority of my audience are online in the afternoon, like around this time. So I want to usually stream before everybody gets on or during everybody gets on. But I guess as we can see right now, that really doesn't mean anything, because people don't, because the majority of my, or not even 10% of my subscribers show up to the live streams, so. It's cool. It's cool. I'll probably but hey, more subscribers probably means more opportunities for people to join the live streams, and it can be more of a party. But right now, I guess right now I'm not sticking with consistency of like morning streams specifically because what was it? Because YouTube really doesn't reward me for streaming at any specific time. It's mostly because I'm not rewarded for streaming consistently on the morning or the afternoon. So I stream when I can. Yeah, just get to know what works better for you and exploit it. Yeah, right now, not a lot of things are working for me to exploit. So right now I'm just doing what I feel like. Maybe I'll do a late night stream where I'm working on if I haven't done the thumbnails yet, but no promises. So that's basically it. No, nothing. I'm not gonna be consistent until YouTube throws me a bone and say X, Y, and shows me results that X, Y, and Z works. Because other than that, there's no reason for me to be consistent when there's no incentive to be consistent. Because like with shorts, the reason why I'm trying to be more consistent with shorts is because YouTube gives me a positive feedback for being able to post shorts. Everything else, no, not really. So I gotta go where I'm rewarded. I'm treated the best and where I'm rewarded. So that's how I'm playing this game right now. But anyway, thanks for hearing me out. I'll check you later, F. Peace. Oh, then let's go to Kick. Nobody's on Kick. Nobody wants to watch art on Kick.